Welcome to the new See-Through Yard program. This is a new program that's being implemented across larger CPC sites to manage the dock and yard. Some of the great features of this new program is that it's completely real-time. So any changes that get made in the system, either by shunters or gate or by the TCR, immediately get reflected in the system and are visible to everyone. And it's just done by a web access. So everyone has their own account and gets to log in and has their own view. So what we're seeing right now is the main screen, the yard screen. So when you first boot in, this is what you're going to see. This is the most visual screen, but we think that once you get used to using this program a lot, you're probably not going to spend a lot of time here. Just to go over the screen really quickly, you can actually do a lot of the actions here, even though you wouldn't necessarily. So you can zoom in, and you can initiate moves from this one. So each one of these spots represents a trailer, and you get some of the basic information there from the trailer. If you click on it, more information, some of the specific information for that trailer comes up. This trailer, you might notice that it has a little black box here and that it shows it moving in. That means that it's currently in motion and that it's moving into that spot. We can also initiate moves on the screen, so we can pick things up and we can drag them and drop them onto different spots and say initiate move. And we now see that this trailer occupies two different spots, the spot that it's coming out of and the spot that it's going into. So that's a quick preview of your yard page. Next, the next screen that we're going to look at is up here called Zone. This contains information on all the different screens that are, so all the different parking spots that you have available, or not just parking spots, but dock spots also. So what you can actually do is you can click on these things to see what's allocated there, if there is one. You can also disable spots from this screen. So if you have certain parking spots, for example, that you don't use during peak period, you can turn them off here so that the system knows we don't want to use them right now. Next screen we're going to look at is your gate screen. So this is the gate in screen that gets used for gating in or out all the different trailers that are coming in or out. You change the view using this button here. So right now we're looking at what's on site. So these are our different on-site drivers. And then this is what's waiting, what we know is coming in. This is your gate out screen, which shows anything that might be ready to depart. And we can quickly go through the little wizards that will pop up, and we'll deal with that in a different module. This screen here is called your move screen. So this screen is used to control the actions of anything that's actually in motion in the yard. So right now we can see this is the shunt task that we just created in our yard view a couple minutes ago. It's now waiting, the system is now waiting for us to assign this move to a worker. Unfortunately, we don't have any workers logged in right now. This is where our active workers would be. These are all the different shunts that we have available to us, and this is the queue of tasks. We'll be covering this in a later module called Moves. The final screen we'd like to talk to you guys about today is the dock screen. So this is where TCR will spend most of their time. Up here is probably your most important section button here. This controls which view you're in. So right now we're looking at our outbound. By clicking on the different docks in our outbound, we can see what's the different services that are scheduled for outbound. These are the queues, and these are the empty trailers we can use. We can also look at, say, for example, our RVU queue. This is our queue of RVUs waiting. We can click on the dock view over here, and just to see if we had any on any of the different docks. And then we can do the same for maybe TO. TO will show us, when we click on the docks, it'll show us what's outbound to start from the TEO dock. So this is our US services. And at the bottom here, we see one incoming TEO that's waiting to be processed. There's also similar view LVM. We show this is our LVMs waiting to come in. And we can cycle through the different docks to see what's waiting at each dock. And then finally, we have our STVs. So that's our STV view. And if we the dock in yellow here is showing you which set of docks or which dock pool is on the list over here. So just by clicking on one of those, you can see the queue changes so that you see exactly what's available for that queue. And that we'll be going into this screen in great detail on a later recording. So that covers everything that we're looking at for today. Maybe we'll touch really briefly on reports. Reports is a place where you can make your own custom reports or quickly do reports others have published for you. We're going to be getting into this in a lot of detail as we head closer to go live. We're not necessarily going to be making a web video about this. Thank you very much for your time, and we're looking forward, and please check in to see the other ones that are going to be made.